Sailing in leg 4 of the ocean race to Newport, at 0500 UTC, while the boat was racing east in moderate northerly winds and sea state, the mast on Team HOLCIM PRB came crashing down. Skipper Kevin Escoffier had a message sent to race control that the crew was safe, and again shortly afterwards, that the boat was secure, and no assistance was required. Kevin said that we are all very well. We were leading the fleet with our fresh, new crew, on HOLCIM PRB. We had a mechanical failure, and the mast came down. That's life. We are working now on a jury rig to go back to Rio de Janeiro, to be able to be back in the race as soon as possible. The team is working hard to find a solution. While this is a big blow to a team that has won 19 out of 20 possible points across the first 3 legs of the ocean race, the competitor in Kevin Escoffier is not giving up. If we are going to get to Newport, the start is on the 21st of May, and if we can get there, we will still be leading the ocean race, so we're working hard to make that happen, he said. The HOLCIM PRB team is looking at all options, including whether it would be possible to get a spare mast to Brazil, in time for the team to resume racing in leg 4, thereby securing at least 1 point, and rejoining the fleet in Newport in time for the transatlantic leg. If that proves logistically impossible with timing, other options could include shipping the boat and spare mast separately, to Newport in time for leg 5, also very tight on time, or Aarhus, for leg 6. All this will be decided in the coming hours. For now, the boat and crew are safe, and the team has options to get back into the ocean race. This is shocking news. Luckily no one is injured, but it's an incredible shame. Kevin sailed such a strong race. We actually passed him on site tonight, spoke briefly on VHF, said Robert Stanjak on Guide Environment Team Europe, no doubt sharing the sentiments of all the competitors. We suffer with them, of course. You wouldn't wish that on anyone. Elsewhere on the water, 11th Hour Racing Team has moved up 1 place to take the lead, with Team Malaysia just 10 miles behind, and Biotherm close as well. Guide Environment Team Europe is 30 miles in arrears, but holding pace over the past 24 hours. The fleet is breaking free of the exclusion zones, which opens up some of the tactical options.
Open this hatch, maybe. Right on the water! Oh, right on the water! Right. Where's the axe?
Pan. HOLCIM PRB, HOLCIM PRB, pan. We have lost our mast.
La jaune, la bleue, la rouge est coupée aussi. J'ai coupé celle-là quand même. Voilà. Il reste 200 grammes. Tout ça aussi là.
It's always like that when it's an accident. 1 second everything is perfect, 1 second everything is nightmare. So we had a mechanical failure and the mast fall down, as you can see. We are working right now on a jury rig in order to be able to to go back in harbor. We've been working very hard last night in order to get every parts possible. So it has been a huge amount of work. That's life. We'll work hard to be back as soon as possible.
And now here are some of the other sailors on the other boats as they explain how they heard about HOLCIM's Mast disaster.
You know, last night was a difficult night, for the entirety of the race. We were quite gutted when we found out that HOLCIM dismasted. Just as a competitor, you never want to see anybody go down like that, As a friend and, someone who's been in this ocean race family now for a long time, it's hard to see someone like, Kevin and the rest of his team go through something like that. That said, unfortunately, it's part of the game, even for, top tier, well-prepared professional teams. It wasn't 5 years ago, we dropped our rig and Kevin sailed right by on Dongfeng. It's crazy. You do this long enough and you kind of end up in these situations for whatever reason. Our thoughts just go out to those guys, and we've been in that situation before, and sometimes you never know why, but you gotta just be better for it, and I know that they will, most definitely. They're fighters, they're competitors, they're stand-up people, and I'm sure they'll persevere. I fully expect to see them, back in the race in a competitive manner in no time at all. I feel for the people that were on the boat, the people behind the scenes, some of the sailors who just got off the boat in Brazil after having done most of the lap of the planet. It's tough, and you find yourself searching for answers, and they don't always come, and you just got to do what you can with what you got in front of you, and I know they'll do a good job with that.
We don't know much. We received a message from the race control that they lost their rig in the last night, and that was a shocking moment also I think for all of the competitors. I might imagine Kevin being looking very much forward, rational, and finding a solution, not spending too much time about thinking about the past. I think he's already in the future and is making plans how he can rejoin the race, and this is probably a big logistical challenge. Actually, it was Sebastian talking to him, but I think that was a very rational discussion or chat, and there were no emotions as far as I could follow the French. But I can imagine, like I got reminded by the feeling when we had to abandon our leg 3, how I was shocked, how fast this can happen. It's just, within 1 second, and you have to work in complete other direction, and this is extremely brutal, and I think everybody is shocked and surprised by that, because this leg, you wouldn't expect to break anything big on this leg. And the sea state was not big, the wind conditions were not big, so I'm actually wondering what the reason for losing the rig was.
Main okay or more? No. Wait. Let's go.
last night we got the news from the race control that HOLCIM dismasted. They lost their rig totally, and a pretty big shock for all of us. We have a one design mast, so we have the same rig as HOLCIM, as all the other boats. Yeah, we find out that the swivel of the J2 broke. So basically you have a mast and you have 5 attachment points when you're sailing. You have the shrouds on the side of the mast, like this. Then you have a backstay. So mast, shrouds, then you have a backstay and you have a front stay. And the front stay is a J2. All the Emocas have always a J2, and now the J2 broke. It fell down, so the mast came down. And I feel very sorry for them. Luckily the crew is safe, and they're going back to the shore now, and I think they tried to fly a mast over, a 27-meter mast over from Europe, but the timing is so short. I think they have like 9 days to fix it, to put a new mast and to sail to Newport to be able to sail the next leg. So I think lots of stress in that team right now, and I really hope the best for them, for sure. You have the boat, Nico?
Yes, I see it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Let me know if you need more main. When you come on watch and you see this, it's making your day, right? Beautiful paintings from the kids in Brazil. We should invest in some proper thing.
Yeah, some really unfortunate news for the HOLCIM guys, especially as they've been doing a great job in this race. They've been impressive, so it's a real shame. It was a real shame this morning to hear that they dropped the rig, and I'm not quite sure what their plans are, but it's always a bit of a messy operation. I was in the very same position in the TJV in 2021. We were sailing along and the rig came down, and the nice thing about these boats being covered up is they offer plenty of protection for the crew, but they're also quite complicated boats to sort of retrieve the rig from because of the foils that stick out the side, and with them there it's very hard to get the rig alongside to avoid and avoid doing any other damage. So it was good to hear that they they managed to cut the rig away safely and sort of get on their way to finding a safe port. Hopefully they managed to save some of their gear. I mean it's really sad. You want to see every boat finishing every leg really, and to lose a rig in 18 knots in upwind conditions is it's not great. But let's hope they can find a way back into the race as quickly as possible. I mean, one of these things about this race is, and it being a stage race, is that all of a sudden the clock's ticking for them, and now a real logistical race begins for them to be back on the start line in Newport. So really wishing them all the best, and hopefully that everything can come together for them, because we want to be out here racing against them.
PRB have dismasted last night. We don't know the reason at the moment, But yeah, I'm sad for them. It's a big teamwork to be in this race, and they have done an impressive race. So yeah, it's hard to have a concurrent with Dismasted. We prefer to be 5 and to fight until the end. But that's the game of the race, and yeah, at the moment we don't know the reason. We have just crossed them tonight. Yeah, I think it's an hard time for HOLCIM PRB to take some decision. They are suspended at the moment on the race, but yeah, I know they are a strong team. They are a big team. I'm sure they will take the good decision to come back as up as soon as possible in the race.
I'm watching that and I'm not sure if I get a cut. Wait, it was Hoffman before.
Yeah, on faster.
Enough?
Heel on starboard, please.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Wait. Let's go.
PRB have Dismasted last night. We don't know the reason at the moment. But yeah, I'm sad for them. It's a big teamwork to be in this race, and they have done an impressive race. So yeah, it's hard to have a concurrent with Dismasted. We prefer to be 5 and to fight until the end. But that's the game of the race, and yeah, at the moment we don't know the reason. We have just crossed them tonight. Yeah, I think it's an hard time for HOLCIM PRB to take some decision. They are suspended at the moment on the race, but yeah, I know they are a strong team. They are a big team. I'm sure they will take the good decision to come back as up as soon as possible in the race.
I'm watching that and I'm not sure if I get a cut. Wait, it was Hoffman before.
Yeah, on faster.
Enough?
Heel on starboard, please.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.